My name is Craig Dixon and this is the Alligator Challenge. Hello Sean.
Hi Craig.
Right, we're just going to do some personal training once a week, and I'm going to do just a little quick health screening first.
Yeah.
It's nothing detailed, it's only within the scope of what I can do as a PT.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've already filled your name out, everything. Just these are yes or no questions in regards to general health. The first question is, has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
So that's no. Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest at rest or during physical activities?
No.
No. So do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity or exercise that cause you to lose balance?
No.
No. Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention in the last 12 months?
No.
If you have diabetes, you don't have diabetes?
No.
No. So the rest, have you had trouble controlling your blood glucose? That's a no. Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone or joint problems that you have been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity?
No.
No. And do you have any other medical conditions that may make it dangerous for you to partake in activities or exercise? No. Okay. Just get your autograph there, Sean. Okay, that's that one done. Let's just see part one of the pre-screening.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got most of your details here. I've just have you got any family history of heart disease or stroke or?
No, nothing.
No. You don't smoke?
No.
What are your current activity levels?
So I go to the gym 3 times a week for about an hour. Moderate intensity.
Yep. So that's 180 minutes a week. So that actually gives you a point into the bank. I've got your BMI. Right, the questions. Just have you been told that you have high blood pressure?
No.
High cholesterol?
No.
Oops. Or high blood sugar?
No.
Okay. Just to carry on from this one is, have you spent time in hospital in the last 12 months?
No.
No. Are you currently taking any prescribed medications?
No.
No. And obviously you're not pregnant or have given birth in the last 12 months?
No.
Do you have any muscle, bone or joint pain or soreness that's made worse by any exercise? Okay, so it gives you a low, so you're good to go. So just there's another section here. Just on top of that, I'm just going to take your blood pressure.
Okay.
And we'll do just a hip and waist measurement. So I'll just use this. Okay, I'll just borrow your left arm. Just relax. Right, how's that? 106/75. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I'll do your waist and hip measurements when we're doing your postural assessment. So just finishing off your profile, which I've pre-filled most of it out.
Yeah.
We're just going to come up with some goals.
Yeah.
Some SMART goals. So a specific goal you have. So this is our SMART goal here.
Yeah.
So it's just more of a general goal, nothing like very specific. Yeah.
So I need more guidance and one-on-one motivation.
Yeah. And guidance. So a goal associated with that though would be, have you got any specific, it's improving posture?
Yeah.
So okay, so the way we're going to measure that, I would say obviously we use our assessment to measure your improvement.
Yeah.
Take some photos and visually see that improvement. There'll be some functional movements that we can also see that will be improved, hopefully. So okay, so achievable. So yes, it's achievable. It will take some work, so we're not going to say that we're going to get this done in a week.
Yeah.
So we'll need a few. So my sessions will be supplementary to your own exercise. They'll be focused on achieving this goal.
Right.
So we'll put yes and say I believe we could see a visual improvement and a measurable improvement in 6 weeks.
Okay.
So that would be our time. And then obviously reassess. Our relevance, yes, our sessions will be targeted to your goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think you need to do to be successful?
Commit.
Commitment. Are there any things that might prevent you from being successful?
No, nothing that I can think of.
Nothing at all. Right, yes, you're already currently exercising, as we've established. We've asked you about your medication, that was a no.
Yeah.
So these are some generic questions on lifestyle.
Yeah.
So how active is your job?
Oh, I'm sitting down all day, so pretty sedentary.
So sedentary. How about your day in general? So this would be including outside of your job.
Well, light, apart from at the gym.
Yep. So on average though, in between our moderate gym levels and our sedentary job would probably be in the light.
Yep.
How many hours sleep do you get a night?
About 6.
So less than 7. In the past month, have you been physically restricted by your health? So unable to perform any daily tasks?
No.
Never? In the past month, have you been emotionally affected by your health?
No.
Okay, just 3 statements here on diet. We'll tick the one that most accurately describes your diet.
Yeah.
So I feel that my diet is healthy and does not require changing.
Yeah.
I feel there are a few changes that I could make to my diet to improve my health, or I feel that my diet requires a number of changes and I'm not even sure where to start.
Yeah. I'm pretty healthy. There's maybe a few changes that I could make.
Yeah. So you don't need nutritional consultation for now. So, and you've already said that you're going to commit once a week. I'm thinking 45 to 60 minutes a session. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Okay. What time of the day would you prefer to exercise?
Yeah, probably in the afternoon after work.
Okay. And what days will you train, do you think?
Probably.
Working with your existing program?
Yeah, probably Friday or Saturday.
So Friday or Saturday. Okay, what activities do interest you?
Free weights. I don't mind a bit of rowing, and I guess I'll need to do some stretching.
Okay, anything else? Obviously, we'll put posture. The intensity levels.
Well, yeah, probably moderate to high.
Yep. What activities don't interest you at all?
Swimming.
Swimming? A bit cold for that. Okay. Well, that's it for that. We'll move out into space and just do some postural checks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to take your waist and your hip measurements. So I'm just going to put around you. Okay, so, and just can you just hold that on the widest part of your hip for me? Okay. 72 and 104. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to get you to pop your shoes off for a second. Alright, and I'll be doing I'll just be walking around you and just doing a stationary assessment. Okay, I'm just going to start from the side. I'm going to do anterior.
It's hard trying to around my shoulders.
Just pop your belly out. Okay. Okay. Well, can I just get you to face that way? Okay. Just put your feet together, please. Thanks. Okay, I'm just going to come around the other side and have a look at you from the front. So just when I meant together, you were staggered before, so yeah, just cute. Okay, excellent. Just one last look from up here. Okay. Okay, we've done all the health assessments and time to get moving because it's freezing. So I'm just going to do a couple of range of motion assessments. We'll start off, they're fairly static, and then we'll get moving. We'll do a squat and I'll assess that, and then after that we'll be going into our program.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so the first one, I'm just going to get you to lay onto the floor for me. Okay, and with one leg at a time, starting on any leg you like, I just want you to keep it straight with your toes pointed forward, or like up that 90 degrees, and just up as far as you can go.
Yeah.
So let me start you off. So right up. Okay. That's good. Okay, and the other one? That's very good. Okay, you can put that down. So the other one is just keeping your hands together like this. I just want you to go all the way back and in keeping them straight and not arching your back or anything. Okay, so that's actually pretty good.
Am I close to the ground?
Hey?
Are my hands close to the ground?
Pretty close, yeah. Better than mine. Okay, that's that one. You can hop up off the cold floor. Right. The last one is the Thomas test. So I'm going to put this bench in position.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to demonstrate for you.
Okay.
So we're going to just sit right on the very end like this.
Yep.
And lay back and grab one knee and pull it close to your chest like that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assess each hip flexor.
Okay.
From the side and from the front. So I'll do the side first. Okay, so you're going to let this leg hang down naturally. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm just going to so abducted. And okay, I'll get you to swap over. Start on this side. And okay, excellent, that's enough. Right. Now just quickly, we're going to see how well you can activate a core group of muscles. So once again I'll demonstrate.
Yep.
Okay, this is a pretty simple one. But You're going to lay on the floor, shoulder width apart, feet. You can put your hands on your floor or on the chest or wherever you choose. And I'm going to get you to lift your hips like this.
Yeah.
And maintain this position.
Okay. For as long as I can.
It's not for as long as you can, it's just so I can assess how well you're using those muscle groups.
Okay. Do you need me to take my jacket off?
No, should be alright. Okay. Now I'm just going to touch a few of your muscle groups. Okay, that's enough. So your hamstrings didn't do a lot. Your glutes were pretty well engaged. Your lumbar was definitely very well engaged. So some of our exercises we could target your hamstrings and glutes, and that will help with any of the issues.
Okay.
All right, the next two we'll just be doing a couple of quick tests. This is going to start warming you up for our session, so vertical jump and some push-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Get you warm, we'll do some rowing in front of the heater here.
Nice.
I'm going to pop this down to the number 6. I'll go to 5. Steady pace, and we'll do 2 minutes.
Okay.
Push with your legs first and then finish off with the row. Just like that. An ideal stroke rate is less than 30. So fully row before you start coming back. So row right up, that's it. Let your hands go past your knees as you come back first. So yeah. Okay, so we just made some corrections to your rowing. So arms last first. That's it. Last first. So you're not going over your knees. That's it. Perfect. Now you're actually getting a good pace with a much lower stroke rate. You're bringing your legs right into it. Very good. A little more than 2 minutes, but okay, just continuing some warm-up movements. The basic one would be to just twist from the torso. Just loosen up your whole thoracic region and your hips. Okay, next one, we're going to ease into this one. I'm going to go full lunge straight up, so a nice wide stance.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go in small steps, so we're just going to go like to around there, and then to the other side, just until we feel these loosen up a little. Okay, then a little lower. And you can sort of touch your toes as you do it. That loosens up this hip area even more. It's not like meant to be an exercise. It's just to loosen your whole hip area up.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some single leg stuff.
Okay.
So I want it all this nice and loose.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go into our squat assessment, and that's going to be the very first part of our warm-up.
Right.
So going into our program.
Okay.
Okay, so there's just one more exercise before we start our session, and it's the functional movement. So I'm choosing the squat.
Yeah.
So we're going to just use the bar,
Okay.
and it's cold squat, so we haven't built up to anything.
Yeah.
It's just to see how we move. So we're just going to place it on in the squat position, and just do a squat that occurs naturally to you. So without thinking about it, it's just a squat.
Up and down.
Okay, we'll get you to do a few so I can see you from every angle.
Okay.
And take some notes. When you're ready. Oh.
Bit wonky.
Yeah, a bit cold. Getting better. Couple more. Okay, very good.
Done?
Yep. Okay, so I've just got the video of your squat here.
Oh yeah.
The first one was a little wonky.
Yeah.
But it did get really good towards the end.
Yeah.
Your first few reps were, you can see that you're like leaning forward a little bit,
Yeah.
tipping forward, but as literally by the fifth rep you were coming straight up and straight down.
Okay.
Not quite depth.
Yeah.
So, but same again, they did improve. I have no doubts with a little warming up, your squats would be pretty damn good actually.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Let's. Alright, nice and warm.
Yeah.
Actually, I am. So, just finished some squats, but now we're going to add a little bit of resistance.
Okay.
And these are going to be good for your posture because a normal back squat is can exacerbate your rounded shoulders a little.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you one that actually forces you to improve your posture as you go. It's called goblet squat.
Okay.
I think you might have done them.
Yeah.
See how I go with this. It's a pretty cool thing I've got. It's an 8 kilo stone, so it's actually really easy to hang on to.
Yeah.
Less awkward than a kettlebell or a weight plate.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go with that.
Okay.
If it's too heavy, we'll just get you a weight plate.
Oh yeah, this is good.
Perfect. Okay, so crush the stone, hold it onto your chest. So you want to brace everything and then slowly. Perfect. No problems at all. That's 3, we're going to do 10. Good depth even, that's really good. So work on keeping that posture good. Breathing every rep out. Good. Keep that posture up. Excellent. And one more. Good. Alright. How was that? Did I miscount?
Yeah, the stone's cold.
Oh, the stone's cold.
Yeah.
Well, I'll hold it near the heater for you. Okay. I've got something even colder for you to hang on to. We're just going to do some single leg deadlifts. So this is a pretty challenging exercise. Okay. It's going to help with that glute and hamstring activation that we were talking about.
Yeah.
So it is as described. It's probably better without shoes. We'll see how I go with shoes. But I like to go opposite hand to deadlift.
Yeah.
And It can be done pretty slow, and you can touch your toe after each rep just to steady yourself.
Yep.
And then it's like a hip hinge and back up. So it's nothing crazy. We're not going to use a hell of a lot of weight. You can start with body weight, or you can give it a go with this first.
Okay.
It actually helps steady you. So opposite hand of the leg you're going to be training. We'll do 10. Yeah, I'll count for you. 10. That's it. Perfect. Got good balance. So just keep your hips square though. So your right leg is doing all the work. Good. So really lock those glutes in. Very good. Perfect, and we switch sides. Yep. Just going to watch you from the front. Steady yourself, that's it. Alright, so we've done some legs stuff. Going to get you to do incline bench press just with dumbbells.
Yep.
But this, I'm just going to change the arm position a little bit to not make your shoulder posture any worse. It's not going to fix it, but it's going to be better than some of the real internal rotation you get at the bottom of the movement. So when you come down, I'm going to get you to, and I'll demonstrate for you, externally rotate.
Yeah.
This will reinforce that good retraction for good posture. So just laying down. So when I mean from the top position, instead of coming down like this, which is an internal rotation, we're just going to come down and externally rotate to a neutral grip like that. And then when we press, we'll press up.
Okay.
So down like that into the neutral position instead of all.
And so do I bring my elbows in as I do that, or doesn't
yeah, you can tuck your elbows a little. Like that. They're naturally going to go in. It's going to be pretty hard to do this and not do that.
Okay.
So it's just lowering. Just think of lowering the dumbbells like that.
Yeah.
We'll see how you go.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll be in position. Okay, so light to start with, and that's it. So your grip width will be what's comfortable for you. So keep them straight up. Yep. See too many people clanging them together at the top. It's pointless. Good. We'll do a few more reps because it's pretty light at the moment. Okay, good. And just drop them down to your sides and drop them on the floor. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do the opposite movement to a push, and a pull, and this is going to help your posture as well.
Okay.
It's because I'm going to get you to really retract everything instead of hunching. So I'm just going to demonstrate a little.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to use a wide grip.
Okay.
Okay, for these,
Yeah.
and this is what too many people do, and it's wrong. And it's like this.
Okay.
When they do all that pull down,
Yeah.
they go forward like that. I want you to stay back, slightly tilted back the whole time. And when you pull, you don't have to actually pull all the way down because that actually starts to make you round like this. So literally to eye line is fine, as long as you're staying back like that. So we pull to our eye line, keeping everything back and arch back instead of rounded forwards. Okay? So we breathing out when we do this. That's the most ROM you really need to do for this movement to be good. So we'll do 3 sets of 10 to 12. And we'll adjust the weight after this first set. That's good. So concentrating on pulling these lats down. That's it. Pulling everything downwards instead of upwards. That's really good. How's the weight?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Probably a bit. We might add 5 kilos on the next set.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, we'll wrap it there. Add a tiny bit of weight.
Okay.
Alright, how are you feeling?
Yeah, nice and warm and a little bit tired.
Okay. This is our first session, so we're only going to go up from here. The purpose of this was to reinforce some good movements.
Okay.
Look after your shoulders.
Okay.
And also your hips, which are a little tilted forwards anteriorly.
Yeah.
So generally that means, and probably true for a lot of people, is sometimes can mean a weak core, your abs, and or tight hip flexors. For a lot of heavy lifters, definitely is tight lumbar, like erector spinae.
Yeah.
So that would be the case for me.
Yeah.
Lower back is pretty pumped up and tight, and it's because of their back is strong.
Yeah.
So it can be something that can always be worked on, even for those that are lifting a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Can always improve. So can also be weak hamstrings as well. So the tighter, a stronger hamstring will pull that to a correct position. So we did some hammies. We've done some good shoulder movements. I'm going to get you to do a plank, but it's going to be a different sort of plank so that we don't actually anteriorly tilt our pelvis even more.
Okay.
So we're going to really embrace our core. So I'm just going to demonstrate for you. A normal plank, everybody sort of says dead straight.
Yeah.
But for you, we're going to pop up like this, and we're going to round our back a little like this.
Around it out. Okay.
Now, the only way you can do that is by tilting your pelvis the opposite way.
Okay.
So if you lock in your core well enough, that will actually create that. It's like a cat plank.
Okay.
So they're not as easy as they might look. People say you're cheating when you do that, but it's actually a good movement.
Okay.
So it helps to pop into the normal plank position first.
Yeah.
Yep, well you got it straight away. That's perfect. So yep, we're rounding this part of our back by locking in this midsection.
Do I need to go higher?
No, that's good, that's perfect. You're quite high already. So squeezing the pelvic floor can help this as well. So we're going to do a little longer. If need be, we can increase the sets for this to get this spot on.
Yeah.
So this is going to stop your erectors from excessively extending here, which happens in a normal plank. We sink, if people start sinking to the floor, and all that's going to do is make our pelvis worse. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll have a little rest. You did really well.
Yeah, harder than I thought.
Yeah. They're good. They're really good. If you're going to plank, it's no good just letting your belly hit the floor.
Yeah.
Because you're defeating the purpose of training your core to actually lock in.
Yeah.
So, quick breather, like the rest of our session, and we'll do 2 more sets.
Okay.
Okay, how do you feel after those planks?
Yeah, I'll have DOMs tomorrow.
DOMs? Okay, so I've even planned our cool downs to help our pelvis situation. The very first one is a bit of a favourite of mine. And it's basically the lunge.
Yeah.
So we drop down just a little.
Okay.
But we'll do it together. So we're going to work on tilting our pelvis while we're in this. So no good lunging like that.
Okay.
We're going to lock our abs in right now, and we're going to feel out that hip flexor.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yep. And to go even one step further, maybe in our second, we'll do two per leg on this, but you can actually do this, which really stretches everything.
Okay.
So, and the other leg. Well, I feel like I need to even up now. So you set your lunge and then lock in your core.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. So we'll just lay on the floor on our back.
Yeah.
And we're just going to hug each knee.
Yeah.
We can do it standing. It's really depends on how good your balance is and how cold the floor is. So we can stretch all that glute, hamstring area. You can hold on to me if you need to. Good balance. Very good. Okay, the next one. This time we have to get on the floor.
Okay.
So sit on the floor like this. This is a two-part stretch. So you can sit like that to start with to ease into it.
Okay.
And then when you feel comfortable, if you feel comfortable, you can lean forward and grab the lower part of your leg and sort of get these adductors stretched right out.
Yeah.
Then we can pop them together like this. And it's the same sort of muscle group, but this actually, I feel, gets some of the hips involved, like your TFLs stretch right out as well. And you can grab your toes and pull yourself down a little. So it's more of a gradual. I was bouncing then, that's not good.
Yeah.
So just sort of gradually pull ourselves in, but only to a comfortable level. You're not supposed to be hurting doing these.
Okay. More flexible than me.
Okay, last stretch. I like to use a rack to help me, or some bands.
Yeah.
So it's up to you, but we're just going to use the rack to our advantage and stretch our pecs and our lats and all down the side,
Yeah.
serratus and everything. So you can just hang like this.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Or you can just use the band around the rack, pop your hand through, and sort of use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
So you can even hang up it this way. Up to you.
I'll use the band.
You'll use the band. The rack might be a little high.
And like this?
Yeah, so you shouldn't need to turn your body too much like that. You're going to stretch the muscle, not the joint.
Oh, okay.
So
like this?
yeah, it's probably a little better. The good thing to do when stretching is you don't have to fully let yourself get into those positions where your actual shoulder socket is getting pulled up to your ear.
Okay.
You can lock in a
Okay.
little
Yeah.
and feel that stretch out more. So the focus would be on the muscle.
Yeah.
Cool.